Hold on one moment, folks, while I get the volume down on this. I still want a little bit of background noise. How's everybody doing today? BearNPC here, ready for my Friday night stream. It's been an interesting day, so hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody can hear me okay. If I need to adjust anything, let me know. Let's actually turn my mic down a little bit. I'm kind of peeking there. Sorry about that. As per usual, I'm not the best at this yet, so if there are any sound issues, feel free. Jump in chat, let me know. Just say, hey, you're too loud, the music's too loud, you're too soft, I don't understand. Anything like that. The other day I actually had no sound, so I got that all fixed. Hope everybody's doing well. So yeah, lots of stuff going on. Work stuff is finally starting to balance out, which is great. It is great being your own boss most of the time, but whenever things are bad, like they have been for the last couple years, they start adding a toll on you. And so this is definitely one of those times. And you can't complain about it too much. You just gotta keep moving on with it. So I'm doing my best, trying to keep with it. And yeah, that's the work front. But everything other than that seems to be going fairly well. The LARP stuff is coming along good. Had our first staff meeting on our first kind of full staff meeting after the rules got finished on Tuesday. We have a very limited staff right now, but I'm looking to add people in the near future. Hoping to do a play test sometime in August, September-ish. So very much looking forward to that. We'll see how that goes. The play test is mainly for the combat aspects of things. But I've already got a really good set of ideas for organizing the LARP and organizing NPCs and how many modules everything's going to be and whatnot. So I think that's pretty much set. Wow, the delay is pretty significant on the stream. But we will do the best we can. Pardon me for one moment. Sorry about that. Just trying to judge the time on the delay. It's a good 30 to 40 seconds, which is kind of crazy. So if you have any questions, feel free, jump on in, ask away. But I actually had somebody post on my Facebook page asking me, telling me I was looking for suggestions on what to stream about tonight. And basically, their suggestion was, why do I stream? What all goes into it? Why is it stressful for me to decide whether I'm going to stream or not that day? So I'm going to go through all that. Why not? It's a good exercise for me mentally. And if people actually want to know that kind of stuff, awesome. So I basically decided to start streaming, a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago. I started out on Twitch, and I started streaming with the main goal to talk about my D&D game, possibly start talking about getting back into running a LARP and everything in regards to that. And my main thought process was to do like story recaps of our D&D games, because we were in the middle of what turned into like a 4-year campaign, and it was real cool, real epic. I loved every minute of it. I've had 3 campaigns that have really gone long distance, and this was the longest of them. And I really loved everything about it, and I really wanted to go and run a show with one of my friends from the game. And we were going to basically go from the old, bitter, and jaded DM and the brand new player that had never played D&D before, and kind of go back and forth on it. And it was a lot of fun. But ultimately, with the pandemic happening and everybody's jobs changing, basically, he started working more hours and couldn't come down for the stream, and it just kind of fell by the wayside. But my whole reason for really starting it was to force myself to get back into this public speaking, interacting on the internet, because eventually I wanted to start making YouTube videos for the new LARP. The whole concept behind the LARP and the videos and everything like that is that rulebooks have all this fluff, all this stuff that is not necessary for playing the game, but authors add them in to keep people interested, make it less math intensive for the rule book, to break up kind of the monotony of, hey, here's rules. Hey, it explains like in-game versions of what happens. But the problem is those references get very, very dated. I know in the national-based game, there were a lot of writings in the book that referenced rules that weren't used anymore or things of that nature. I want to cut all that stuff out and make content that people can just watch instead of having to read, 30 extra pages of documents like regarding why we do things a certain way. Basically, whenever people come to opening ceremonies or check in, I don't want them to have questions on what are our safety rules, what are our viewpoints on filming at events, what are our viewpoints on triggering content, things like that. I want people to have the option to just watch a video of me explaining it for 5 minutes, and then they watch it once, they watch whatever videos we require, and they sign off at every event saying, hey, I've watched these. I know what the policies are. I know what the ideas are. And so it covers a lot of bases. People understand all of our social contract. People understand why we do the things we do. And then if somebody doesn't like that or wants to play a game counter to that, I can just tell them straight up, this is how we do things. You were aware ahead of time. Maybe this isn't the right game for you. I don't want to kick people out. I don't want to scare people away, but I want to be open and honest what we are about so that people can come up to that own conclusion. And if people don't take the time to look into that, then it's not necessarily my fault. I'm trying to put in the effort. The problem I'm really running into is that streaming is so easy to pick up and do. Making videos, I have to write scripts. I have to write ideas. I have to film A roll, B roll. I have to sync all the audio together. It's a lot of stuff that I'm concerned that I'm not going to do well. And for that express reason, I'm not doing it yet. And that kind of upsets me. I really wish that I could force myself to just do it. But with everything else going on, it's real easy to just say, hey, I'll keep doing what I'm currently doing. So yeah, that's the main reason that I stream, is to force myself to become comfortable again with talking to lots of people or no people, and just putting my thoughts and ideas and hopes out there and not being afraid to verbalize it, not being afraid to put it out there into the world. Because that can be really scary. And previously, whenever I was just running the national-based LARP game, I started off not being very confident with public speaking. And as I had to get more and more involved in these things, I was fine doing opening ceremonies for 20, 30, 40, 50 players. I was fine voicing my opinions on things, and I have to be that person again. So I either have to remember what that is or form a new version of me in regards to that. So that's why I started streaming. I really want to see not necessarily the stream grow, but I really want to see the YouTube channels grow, build up more videos, build my confidence in that. And I'm going to make a lot of content, hopefully, for the game. And then for this channel, explaining to DMs and LARP game runners what I do, why I do it, things of that nature, so they can take that and use it or not. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Being the LARP version of Matt Colville would be cool. Not money wise or success or even, anything like that, but just that thought process of explaining how I view the game and how I organize, and possibly inspiring other people to do, similarly, not necessarily copy what I do, but to take what I do and use it for their own purposes. I think that would be really cool. Also to say, most LARP content is not that great, because we're a bunch of nerds running around in the woods, beating each other up with plumbing supplies. I'm totally fine with that. Whenever you're in that moment, it feels real to you. Not so much that, you forget what real life is, but you get scared for your character. You start thinking like your character, and it's really enjoyable to get out of that comfort zone. So to get other people to do that kind of stuff would be super cool too. What goes into streaming? It depends on the content, and not all of my content is something that people are going to pick up on and watch straight through. I know that I'm not necessarily super charismatic. I can't draw a crowd per se. But I hope that people find that I'm genuine, and that I really care about the stuff that I do, and I really care about making something the best that it can be. And I hope people get that. So that's kind of what I hope to get across to people. But what goes into my streams generally, I've put a lot of work into doing all the screens and whatnot. I did a decent amount of work on that. Sadly, alerts are not my bread and butter, and I really need to get that worked out, because it's just something that doesn't pop up on my screens. I had them set up for Twitch and they were good, but I need to work on that. The music, I use all of the Stream Beat stuff. It's really, really good. It's not necessarily going to be good for fantasy-based stuff, I don't think. But they're always releasing new stuff, so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to move my mic. But teaching myself this stuff is a huge thing. But basically, you have to get confident in using OBS or whatever version you're using. YouTube Studios. I decided to come to YouTube because I figured it was easier for people to pick up rather than getting a Twitch subscription and whatnot. Pardon me. My computer, I got an upgraded computer. I got multiple screens. I don't need this many, but we already had screens, and I got a better one to go with the better computer. I have cameras. I have a green screen. I have lights. Eventually, this office is all going to get redone so I can do stuff with the green screen. There's a lot that can go into it. But the part I like about streaming is I can just pick up and go. I don't necessarily have to do a ton. And especially whenever my schedule is sporadic, I don't have a lot of prep. So I can spend time with the family, and whenever the kiddos go to sleep, or like during the school year, whenever the kiddos go to sleep, then I can stream, which I enjoy. I don't want to necessarily put them on camera. I don't want to discuss them a lot, but that's why I'd rather do this while they're not around. But I want to spend time with them. I want to spend time with my wife. So yeah, not a ton of time goes into it other than the actual taking time to stream yet. Once I start redoing the room, it'll be a different story. But yeah, basically just looking at OBS, figuring out how to make all of your frames and all of your setup for the different scenes, all your different sources. Teaching myself how to do the audio sources was a big thing for me, but I enjoyed it. The stress. Why do I have a hard time deciding if I'm going to stream or not? Life right now is super stressful, and it doesn't change. You got to realize that, whenever you start having problems in life, you're going to keep having problems in life. You always think that there's going to be a time where it calms down, but it never really does. At least it hasn't for the last couple of years. Having kids makes that even more compounded. I love them to death. I love spending time with them, but it also is a huge portion of your time. You need to make sure that you're spending enough time with them. So yeah, whenever it comes time to decide if I'm going to stream or what I'm going to stream, it's difficult for me. Right now I am streaming to, it says 0 viewers. Lots of people stream to 0 viewers. Sometimes it can get depressing. Other times you realize that I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for anybody else yet. So it's practice, and I don't mind that it's practice. I listen to Harris Heller's videos, and his stuff is mainly about turning streaming and content creation into a full-time job. That's not what I'm doing. So I take what he says and apply it to the things that I do. Would I love to have more viewers? Yes. But I think that'll come if the LARP starts picking up. Not necessarily because whenever I create the LARP and we get more players and things like that, I'm hoping people are interested in the structure of things, how it works, maybe questions they have, maybe building the game so it is something more than what I've made it. That's the hope. So yeah, it can be stressful to stream to nobody. That's why some of my videos don't match what the description is, because I have to decide that first. If nobody shows up and I'm trying to stream and talk about LARP stuff and there's nobody really interested in talking about it, it cuts back on my enthusiasm for what I'm trying to do. So I have to be very careful on what I say the video's about versus what it actually is. So sometimes I'll play video games and try to talk about this kind of stuff during the middle of the video game. And after a while, it just ends up me playing the game And that's fine. There's not a problem with that. But it just all really depends on, what you want to do. Yeah, that's pretty much the why I stream, kind of what goes into it for me and why it's kind of a stressor. But it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If anybody has any questions or wants to jump on in, feel free and ask away. Other than that, I'm going to start working on some of the LARP stuff. So let's go ahead and show off kind of what I worked on last time and what I'm going to work on today. Let me move some screens around. Bueller. Move my chat. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at what I got. Okay, so first and foremost, I have been working on this canvas tent. Super excited about it. But it's got some mold and mildew problems, as you can see. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. I set it up okay. It's not, perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But I'm planning on using it for LARP stuff, possibly setting it up as a base of operations or for actual in-game stuff like places PCs can go and whatnot. Next up, we have all the concept art that you guys have already seen from the previous stuff on the character NPC stuff. Some previous concepts in regards to the this is some of the previous art, which I love the basic line drawings. I'm probably going to use those for some of the newsletters and whatnot. But Erica is just a great artist for what we're doing. Going over the maps and whatnot. Yeah. Overall, all the concept art, super great. Love it. Let me close these all up. So last time I built out this chart regarding the gathering chart for the LARP. And overall, I'm very, very pleased with it. Going over the percentage rates of when people get, or what items people find using the gathering skill in the game. Also went over the surgery chart and the percentages for that. So super excited about that. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're feeling better. I just went over, Sorry, got a weird message. I just went over the whole reason why I'm doing the stream and what goes into streaming and why it's stressful for me to pick days and all that other kind of stuff. Hey, well, that's a good thing. Sorry, there is a pretty big delay from when people send messages versus whenever I receive them. So I apologize in advance. But yeah, basically I was just saying how, whenever I previously ran the LARP, my public speaking was a lot better. And basically I was better at speaking in front of crowds, and doing the stream kind of forces me back into that area. So I get comfortable with it before starting up the LARP. And basically it's a way of forcing myself to socialize and things of that nature. And just explaining why it's stressful, because, streaming to 0 people is always kind of a stressor. And sometimes whenever you make your video description, you have to do it before you do your stream. So sometimes it doesn't match up with what I end up talking about, or nobody shows up in the stream, so there's nobody to talk to. So I end up just playing a game and kind of zoning out from the computer. But yeah, I went over all that kind of stuff. So that was a good 20-minute rant there. But if you have any questions on any of that stuff, feel free to ask away. But I've been in contact with a couple people that are interested in playtesting the LARP. So very excited about that. And just going to start going through and seeing what else there is to change and work out. Is there anything that you would like me to go over, either in regards, to the rules or the game world or anything like that? Because if not, I'm probably going to just start working on concepts for what videos I need to make. Why is there no description for gathering? Or specialization. Thrown weapon. Okay. Copy. I'm always looking to hear feedback like that from current new streamers. I was actually just in Facebook Gaming Retro Games stream. Yeah. Audio issues are rough. They're really rough. It took me a long time to get even what I got here down. I have 2 microphones now because the first one I got was picking up the kiddos in the other room. So just learning what you need and what you can do to change it is vital, especially for new streamers. Basically, I do the streaming not... Oh, he had just bought a bunch of new equipment. Yeah. I mean, I've bought a bunch of different equipment. I've tried a couple different things. I'm right now set up with a pretty basic setup now. I have a stream deck. I have a PC panel, bunch of Elgato stuff. This mic is more, this Presonus mic is really good. It's much more direct. I have to talk directly into it. I want to get myself a set of wireless headphones at some point, but we'll see. Oh yeah, definitely. I was saying before, I watch a lot of Harris Heller's stuff. He talks about being a streamer as your profession. I'm not I'm never going to be at that point. But I would love it to be a good, side thing where I can talk with players for our game and just keep open communication with them. A big part of the national based game that I had problem with was my vision for what the game was supposed to be was different from the owner of the game, their vision, which was totally different from every other player on site. I kind of want the vision to be clear and concise so people all understand it and they either buy in or they don't. Character may use coreless thrown weapons. Yeah, transparency is super awesome and super necessary, especially whenever it comes to like the money situation. There were times we made zero money with the national-based game. None of the owners got paid. Oftentimes we put our own money into running the game rather than, you know, making any money on it. But that was partially because we weren't worried about making money. It was always a game and story before it was a business. And I still would like to see it that way, but we'll see. Was it Alchemy that was the one that was not on the elf lineage that you had sent to me previously? Yeah. Yeah. I need to take it off elf. There was another typo that you had sent me previously that I'm trying to remember. I sent off all the medical and surgery stuff to two of my friends from Dead Legends that played doctors so they can give me their feedback on if they like the rules set for it or not. I'm hoping they give it a good review, but we shall see. Yeah, no, it's all good. There are a couple things that still need fixed. I need to add the page numbers to reference in other portions of the book. I'm going to need to add the stuff I talked about on Wednesday. What I think I want to do right now, and I think would be fun, I'm going to go ahead and open up a new... Whoa. I'm going to open up a new Word document. And I'm going to build some of my playtest characters. Just so that I can see how we're doing with it. Are you doing printed versions or are you going to stick to strictly digital? Basically what I want to do is once we have a final version of it and it's been play tested a couple times, I will make a version that will be available hopefully on I'd like to go through Amazon with a direct to print version and a digital version. Because I want to have a physical book of this thing that I made. I'm kind of super excited for that. But we shall see. We shall see how it goes, and if there's enough interest and whatnot. Did you see the pictures of the tent that I was working on? I got this tent from one of my that same friend from Dead Legends. It has a little mold and mildew issues on the inside because they let it stay outside. But I got it for a really good price because of that. So it needs scrubbed down, and but it doesn't look bad on the outside. I mean, it looks weathered and used, which is fine. It doesn't need to look pristine. But yeah, no, super excited. I'm going to use that at game. Yeah. So far, I soaked it in 2 whole containers of mold and mildew cleaner and took it to a car wash and power washed it twice. So I'm going to hit the remaining spots with more mold and mildew cleaner. And then I'm going to get more weatherproofing and hit it up. But yeah, super excited to get some use out of that. Okay, so let's see. Our build totals, our character points are going to be 92, 124, and 156. Yeah, definitely. So for combat, for the play tests, I'm going to make... I want to make a medic, a fighter, and a mage. That's my plan. Cheez-Its! No, that's good. I'm glad he zonked. Much better than yesterday. Yesterday, we went to bed, and I woke up, and Baby Bear was already up and freaking out and whatnot. So, it be what it be. Okay. Let's actually start with the fighter. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay, so fighter. Let's pick lineage for him. Most likely I would pick kinfolk, orc, or dwarf. So dwarf has the +2 body, forging, immunity to poison and resist fear, cheap 2-handed axes and hammers, and cheaper wear armor. Kinfolk, claws, immune knockback, 2 body. Orc, 2 body, immune knockdown, rage, resist bleed, resist knockdown. Bleed is bad. I'm going dwarf. Plus 2 bodies free. Forging is 8, but I can make my own basic weapons. One-handed axes, hammers for 3. Okay, wear armor to 24. No, I don't want 40. We'll do 20. 3, 6, 9. That's 12 points. Okay, so I already got my weapon. I already got forging. I got 2 body. I can wear 20 points of armor. I start off with what, 5 and 5 for body and stamina. Yep. Keep it that. Not worried about magical. We'll go with direct combat. Direct combat category is 5 points. Shield is 10 points. Physical talent for +1 damage. So let's see, 10, 20, 25, 27, 37, 48 right now. Okay. I got 25 points in the category. No. Yeah, I got 25 points in the category. All good, man. I figure I'm going to want to play this one tanky. So let's take parry. For 15. We'll play off typical dwarven in fantasy and take favored target. For 5. Okay, so I've taken 15, 20, 30, 40, 45. So I could technically take physical talent, augmentation, 15, 30, 40, 50, 60, 72, 75, 83. 83. Cool. That sounds pretty good. I'm doing 4s with my weapon. I can craft my own stuff. I can craft my own stuff. I have parry and favored target for if I want more damage or I want more defense. I have 20 points of armor. I have a shield. Let's see how much stamina and body I want to buy additional. I got, what, 9 points to play with. Three, 4, 5, 6. That would be 6 points. And body plus 2 would be 3 points. Okay. I don't think that looks too bad, so body would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Body 9, armor 20. Axe, hammer, shield, forging, plus 2 damage, parry at 4 ST, favored target 2 ST, and stamina 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's pretty solid, I think. Swinging 4s. Parry, favored target, so swinging 5s against particular groups. Shield. Okay. Okay. The 124 build. I already got 15, 30, 40, 50, 5, 60. I already got 60 in direct combat. How many do I need for the 80? So I need 20 more points in this if I want to do anything else. And I don't think I wouldn't have the 20 to build to that. Okay. Okay. Add break weapon. For 15. I already have favorite target. Quarry or rage? Or something else. I like knockback. No, let's go rage for another 5. Okay, so that's 20. That puts me at 112. I have 12 more points. 12 more points. 12 more points. I already got my prerequisite for mastery done. So let's go. Is there another group I'd want to do? Ha ha ha. No, I don't think I'd want to go break it into another group. $12 points. Stamina 4 would be another 10 points. That's getting expensive. I'm already starting to think that the categories should just be 5 points. Because if I make them exponential, I already have costs here that is making it a little too cost prohibitive. Interesting, though. Okay. I could go craftsman category. Take gathering or maintenance. No, I think being a better... Nope, 12 points. I would get the other 20 points of armor. Done. Okay. So then up to 156 would be physical talent mastery. And I would have 2 points left. Thrown weapon. Okay. Easy peasy. Mage. Mage, I'm definitely going to do elf or human. I'm going to go human. So human lineage, I would go adaptable for +2 energy. That's my freebie. I would go firearms. Because why the heck not? Medical training. Because why the heck not? Then after that, magic combat, specialization, energy, we'll go 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 10, 20, 30, 8, 9, 40 for 1, for 2, for 3. Okay. That's good so far. Specialization augmentation. For sure. Okay, 15, 25, 35, 40, 58. 58. Mm-hmm. 58. Thievery? No. Not merchant. Academic. No, I don't want to do academic. I want to save that for the other guy. Unarmed combat. Florentine grabway, man. Intimidate, pain tolerance. Thrown weapon. I think I would go group combat. Days. Yeah. And buckler. Yeah, no, I'm digging it. How are you doing, Forrest? Okay. Buckler is 6. Okay, 10, 20, 35, 45, 55, 60, 70, 78. So 9, 8, 1. Wait. Math bad. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 with the 5 from that. 68. 74. 74. Three. 74. That's 80. Wear armor. Yeah, I really like the design of the tent. It very, very much fits the whole medieval theme. Okay. Where am I at? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 8, so 9, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Oh, okay. I mathed wrong. That's 90 now. I got 2. 2. Stamina. One. So yeah, right now I'm just building characters for our play test. So if anybody has any questions on that or what I'm doing or how it breaks out or anything like that, feel free, ask away. There's nothing I can get for 2 points. Thrown weapon for 2. Days cost... no, I like the stamina 1 better. I don't think there's anything else I can get because I only have 1 point left. I only would have the group combat and the magic combat trees. Okay, cool. That would give me body of 8, stamina of 6, no armor, energy of 4, 5, 6. Medical training, a specialization of 2 damage, unlimited, days, buckler, yeah, I mean that's still pretty good. 6 spells. Okay. Okay. For the 124, I probably wouldn't upgrade to specialization 3 because I got 31 more points. Yeah, 32 more points. Okay. So yeah, I'd probably go specialization mastery here. And I got 13 more points left. I did that math right. Right? Yeah. Okay, I did. I'm just... Okay. Okay. Specialization, good. 13 more points. I have group combat. So I would probably... flesh wound would be interesting. Or waylay. Okay, I would probably go energy 5, energy 6. That would give 11, 12. So I would have 2 more points. Thrown weapon. That would be my 124. So I'd be up to energy 8 there. And then the 156, I would then 6 spells. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, that would put me at 15. 16, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24. Would put me at 148. Uh, 48 for 952. Armor 10, which would be 8. Cool. Cool. So for my mage build, I would have 8 hit points, 6 stamina, 6 energy. My specialization spell would deal 2 damage or healing. I would have daze. I would have buckler shield. And I would have medical training. So I most likely wouldn't pick up the healing spell as my specialization. I would probably pick up a damaging one because I have medical training that I can use to save my friends. At the second tier, I would go up to specialization, so my damage would be 3. I would have 2 extra spells, so I would be 6 spells per time, and then I'd have thrown weapons. And then by tier 3, I'd have up to 9 spells, and then 10 points of armor to go on top of my hit points. At that point, to be honest, I'd probably start branching off into the indirect combat tree so I could have essentially my back attacks, or my group combat, so I could have my opportunist damage, and I'd probably pick up a weapon. Oh, sorry, also a firearm here. So I have a weapon attack if I really wanted to use it. I'd be slow with it, but that's okay. Medic. Let's see what we would do here. This I would probably go human 2, unless there's a reason to go elsewhere. Let's see. Body, family, stockpile. No reason to go dwarf. No real reason to go elf. The added stamina might be nice. 2 body or stamina. Body, conceal object, demand harvesting. Right, no. Okay. Human it is for this one as well. Interesting. Okay. So 92 CP, human. Okay, so for a medic, first and foremost, I'm going to take Adaptable. Stamina. Nope. Adaptable. Yeah, stamina. I'm going to take medical training at 8. I'm going to take weapon of choice 3. Firearm is good. It's a little you know what? I'm taking that too. Because why not? Okay, so I got my medical training, my weapon of choice, my firearm, and my stamina. As a medic, I'm instantly going to come down to the academic category. For 5. I'm then going to take medical training augmentation. And augment and medical training mastery. So that's 20, 35, 40, 50, 61. That's 61. That point, I'm going to take which is going to be 869. Body plus 5, 10, 15. 69, 79, 84. Do I want to take surgery yet? No. Focus on +3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 84, 85. That puts me at 90. 2 points. I'm gonna sneeze, pardon me. Woo! Okay. There's nothing I can grab for 2. What's up? I am looking to my door. Uh-oh. There must be an issue. Oh, okay. Weird. My children are weird sometimes. Okay. 2 points. 2 points. You know what? I think I'm going to change this up. Not gonna go human. Gonna go kinfolk. Animal people. Why not? Because I can still get my stamina +2. My medical training 8 goes to 10. I get rid of my weapon of choice. And firearm. Because I already have character. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because my kinfolk... I'll take claws. Okay. So, 10, 25, 30, 50, 60, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 2, 83, 84. That puts me at 85. 85. Seven points. Cower. 3 points. Three points. Anything here? No. Okay, so I would just be either with 3 points, or I will cut this back. Go to body 4, and that would make that 10. 5. That would give me 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. 8 points. Nothing still on that list. Is there anything in the kinfolk list that would be worth 8 points? Alchemy. Eight points search. Alchemy. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Next, we'll go to 124. Okay, so that was the 92. 32 more points. Okay. Let's see. Surgery. So that gives me 15, 17 more. 17 more. Let's go with Um, we'll go with the unarmed combat category. That would put me with 5, 6, 7, right? 25. Yeah, 7 points. Florentine for 2. Gives me 5 points. I would probably, even though it's not useful now, ambidextrous is 4. That would leave me with 1 point left. And then for my 156, I would take fighting prowess +1 for 10. Grapple for 10. Would strength be worth it? Strength might be worth it. Let me go through that again. Rip from entangle. Rip other people from entangle foot. I don't think that would be worth it. Grapple. This skill allows a character to okay. Maybe there's something else on the kinfolk list. Resist knockback. Berserk augmentation. I think that's such a cool skill. Okay. So I should have 2 more, maybe 3 more points. But I don't think there's anything I can get. Okay. Group combat, unarmed combat. 3. Thrown weapon. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, y'all. I have made my NPC character, or my playtest characters there. Overall, I think they're okay. I'm starting to see that maybe people will think that everything's underpowered a little bit. I'm not opposed to that, though. But I might need to increase the number of points people get over the course of time, just because some of the exponential stuff is a little expensive. But we'll see. It is very warm, and I have a delivery tomorrow, so I think I'm going to cut my stream here. But overall, I'm very happy with what I got accomplished for the day. If you have any questions or comments, anything you want to bring up right now before I head out, please feel free. Go ahead and throw it in the chat. I'm going to hang out for another minute or two and double check these and make sure that there's nothing else. But overall, I'm real happy with them. They give me some opportunity to try a bunch of the different skills. The surgery with the chart should be cool. The medic actually has some combat capability as a kinfolk. Fighter is pretty straightforward. The mage is pretty straightforward, but has medical training in firearms, so that's cool. It's actually fairly well built out spell-wise. 9 spells, I think that's the entirety of our spell list. If it's not, it's a good portion of them. Plus, they can make their own spells and whatnot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd be missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spells total. And there's no reason to take the natural weapon spell. Oh, well, yeah, no, I would be missing 5 of the core spells, which isn't bad. I would probably not take... I would probably not take weakness. Entangle arms. Or I would probably not take entangle body because of the cost. Which that cost might be too much. And I would probably not take charm. I don't like the thought of that. Probably wouldn't take berserk either. So, yeah. Overall, very happy. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, folks, for stopping by and hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and head out because it is hot as heck. And Nay might need some help with Baby Bear. So I will catch you guys later. Have a great weekend. Have a great 4th. I will probably not be streaming on Monday. But I will be finishing up hopefully version 1 of the rulebook. So anybody that's interested in that, feel free. Contact me at BearNPC on Facebook, BearNPC@gmail.com, or you can email Crestfallen at crestfallenlarp@gmail.com, or check out the Crestfallen page on Facebook as well. So, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it, everybody. Have a great night. See you next time.